Welcome to our third course learning outcome, focuses on curation and dissemination, inspired by Toastmasters International as a member over a decade, and now as seen in YouTube. This third course learning outcome from the C4HPL instructional intervention focuses on how learners will manage and leverage the produced videography and accompanying screencast at their platform of choice, following, of course, any applicable media release parameters. Expanding on the idea, we're to manage both the copy and the branded materials, any applicable guidelines for any specialty speech events, of course, the agreement on guidelines. On the screencast that follows, there'll be values to be input for video dissemination in terms of security, unlisted, private, password. Again, this is all based on what each project, what a speech project does. Applies also to those who are here to share their content. This uploaded recording, as it's being shared, also, let's keep in mind, there is an ability to trim the original video by indicating a specific time if or when needed. Again, a portion of this is security and password credentials, and depending on the version that you're at, there is some file sharing features on Zoom. That applies to when the Zoom account has cloud storage. In this case, we're going to review what we showed in the second learning outcome, which is essentially allowing local recording. To enhance the dissemination of this public listed one, finally, to mention and discuss hashtags, and yes, chapters also, in terms of how it enhances the search engine optimization result. Again, this is for the people that are looking to publish this publicly for public relations, promotional, and professional purposes. Of course, back to the first course learning outcome, the use of the reference thumbnail that it matches, the file upload description. There could be things that we want to think about in those terms, and of course, review the purpose of the audience settings in YouTube, compare the use cases for public versus unlisted, etc. Finally, YouTube allows to schedule a public video, make it a premiere, how to put together a channel. We're going to mention it. It won't be on the screencast. Playlist mixes, and there will be updated videos to review the use of this chapter, mix, and playlist features. Of course, a simple Googling of those keywords will get you some interesting information. That's how we learn. So at this point, why go through all this trouble? Some of us believe that the journaling journey that we started on YouTube is worth it. It tracks our projects, it tracks our speeches, and it's an interesting way to learn how to put this content up on the web. The content is actually managed on another portion of YouTube, which is called the YouTube Studio. It has lots of features, as you can see here on this side. Analytics and dashboard, but right now we're at the channel content one. And next we're going to see how we uploaded this very last one here, moderate a panel discussion one. You can see that was recently uploaded. So here are the details again, as a demonstration of what we have previously discussed before. Welcome to the third of the course learning outcomes, which focuses on uploading videos to the YouTube Studio on your YouTube channel. We started this download from a video that was initially located in the Zoom documents folder. As many of you know, when you're doing a local recording, as was covered on the second learning outcome, you may need to convert, or you will find the MP4 file if you had enough time to load. That MP4 file has now been loaded, and now we're going to work on some of those details. Personally, I like to put the date in machine, if you will, year, month, date. Mention C4HPL, of course, and this is a moderate a panel discussion. I'm following the thumbnail. Okay, the thumbnail was initially loaded and created. It's going to do a quick change. Came out of a PowerPoint. We picked it up, put it in there. Oh, not that one. Change thumbnail. Okay, that was the first learning outcome. As to telling our viewers about a video, the description, moderate panel discussion. This is TC, or team collaboration, level 5 on the pathways learning experience Toastmasters International. On the screen, as we earlier discussed, not only the thumbnail, the playlist, of course, the Toastmasters playlist and the school playlist, maybe the social media playlist. This audience, this is very important. No, it's not made for kids. That's what we would normally put in here. There's obviously rules and laws to follow. The show more is interesting. Part of this was mentioned in the module, as it was narrated before. This one is long enough that we can override chapters. We're going to let them, we're going to take it off because that's another feature that we want to work on. And right now we're just going to put C4 HPL, comma, that's how you create tags, UAGC, comma, instructional design technology, comma. You can have as many hashtags as you want. This portion, video language, I believe it helps with the captioning. So let's pick English, United States. No caption certification, recording date. Let's keep it tidy. November 8th, video location, Erlanger, Kentucky. YouTube, oops. Fix it. Of course. Standard unit Tyson, allow embedding, sample content, people on blogs, and holding appropriate comments. The next one is to video elements. The related content we may want to add. And here is the previous portions or previous speeches. There'll be another addition to this learning outcome. And finally, in terms of visibility, traditionally most of these videos are unlisted. You can also work on a schedule. By saving this, we have loaded our video, and the video is now published. We can have a link. We can copy the link here, or we can just close. It's there. Traditionally, I end up opening them just to check them and then see it on YouTube to check that the audio worked. There we go. Of course, this is the stuff I listen to. There's a Dell Carpool and Nicole Kidman and all those things that YouTube puts in there. But again, if I am to load, refresh, of course it's not doing it because I'm recording this. Anyhow, again, short conversation on the thumbnail, playlist, audience, the first tab, if you will, on the video details. And hopefully you will find it worthwhile to do it yourself. That concludes this third course learning outcome. Looking forward to your comments and your feedback. Thanks. Again, there are forms for feedback and assessments on the instructional intervention. We had a round of alpha and beta testing. Some of those may be closed. Please come back and check them out in case you want to tell something else. Otherwise, comments on the video itself on YouTube are part of the assessment of the instructional intervention. Collaborative content creation and curation. Thanks for watching. See you all soon as part of my Master's in Instructional Design Technology, IDT, at the University of Arizona Global Campus. Thanks for your time today.